Welcome to the Jimmy Paul Oval. I'm Delbert Griffith. We greet you here in the second over. Well, at the end of the second over, the match where Tamilnadu are entertaining Cayman Super Kings. Tamilnadu won the toss and elected to bat. They are 17 in 2 overs. So that's the situation here. The third over will be able to be bowled by Mr. This isn't goal call. Who's bowled that second over? Mutu will be bowling his second over, the third over of the day. He'll be bowling to the Tamilnadu batter. Comes in and bowls, and he pushes that one into short extra cover. Comes in, can't score. The score remains on 17 for the loss of no wicket. A fairly sedate start. Well, to me it is rapid according to how Tamilnadu has been batting, have been playing. So this is a kind of a rapid start for Tamilnadu as Mutu comes in again. Bowls. That's down the left side. Wide call, signal. So that's the score, inches on to 18. Mutu is uncharacteristically wayward. This is the third or fourth wide he's bowled. He's normally on target. Gets the ball to swinging. I think his most lethal ball is the one that comes straight on because his natural inclination is to get it to swinging. Comes in and bowls. And that is one that swung in and pushed back to the bowler. No run. So the score remains on 18. I was looking at the points table. It looks as if the fourth position has to go between West Bay, Cayman Super Kings, and Northwesters. Comes in again, bowls. It's pushing that one back along the wicket to the bowler. No run. So he's on target. He's bowling left arm around the wicket, getting the ball to slant in. And the batsman managed no chance saying anything over the top. He's just playing orthodox cricket. As Mutu comes in the bowls, he charges this time and he swings and it gets it down to short fine leg. Can't get a run either. He tried something, but it didn't work out. It went down to short fine leg. Went for a big heave over long on. Inside edge, down to short fine leg. Who picked up and sent it back. As Mutu comes in again. Bowls. This one is driven down to mid on. Who is on the edge of the circle. So they went for a quick single. Well, an easy single then. And that score goes on to 19 for the loss of no wicket. And Tamilnadu number 5, he'll be facing. Doesn't have a name for that number, but he drives, edges that one with up to the outer portion of the bat, goes down to backward point. He went to hit it through extra cover. So they'll get 2. So the score goes on to 20. That's the end of over number 3. And here we have with me my fellow commentator, Vic Daniram.
Good
Who-
afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Jimmy Powell Oval. We must apologize for the late start this afternoon. We had some technical issues, but Mr. Robert Cox has sorted it out, and it's a splendid day for cricket here at Jimmy Powell. We pick up with Tamilnadu at 21 for 21 without loss in 3 overs, and to continue with the ball from the pavilion end, it's Ravindra Karkira. He's been steady this season. Started his first over, bowled 1 over for 11, hoping to do better in this one, and it's just a beautiful batting pitch. Tamil Nadu will look to post a decent score on the board. Even though they can't qualify for the playoff, there is still a lot to play for in this game. So Ravindra comes in from the commentator's end, from the pavilion end, bowls full into the pad, flicks it through to the mid-wicket region. They take a single, turn and go for the double, and they get 2 off of that one. That ball was a gentle in-swinger into the pad, and it was neatly tucked away for 2 runs. There's a lot to play for still in this game with the 5 teams actually competing for the number 3 and number 4 position on the points table. He bowls full into the pad, stifled the peel. Umpire just walks away, nod his head, not out. I suggest that was going down the leg. It's a dot ball nonetheless. Score remains at 23 without loss in 3.2 over. He comes in, passes the umpire, delivers full and into the pads again, work to short mid wicket. No single there. Tamil Nadu is trying desperately to get a win this season. They haven't registered a win all tournament. They do not want to be the only team without a victory this tournament. So there's still something to play for here. He comes in and bowls onto the pad, work neatly between square leg and short mid wicket, and they take a quick single. Ravindra bowls again, slightly pulled back the length of that sloppy feeling by Balraj. He allows an easy single there to the batter. He went with his foot into the pad, tucked to mid-wicket, and they get another single in the over. It's been a steady over and a decent start by Tamil Nadu. They were unable to field their best team for most of the season, most of this tournament, and they're hoping to end with a high. Ravindra bowls full again into the pad, and they steal another single to Balraj at short mid-wicket. That's the end of the over, a steady one. They got 5 in the over. Score moves on to 26 for without loss or 4 overs. The 2 batters at the crease, Manivanaran Bhaskaran has 11 from 16, and Manjush Nayak has 13 from 8 with 2 boundaries. I think this partnership, Manjush will try to be the aggressor and lay that platform for them in the power play. There's change of bowling now. Captain Rahul Garg comes into the attack from the far end. He bowls right arm medium pace. This is a very unorthodox field. There is everybody in the circle. Now he makes a change to the field. The long on appears to be going back to the boundary, and he's signaling for the third man, a short fine leg, to come around. Still just one outside of the circle in the power play. Rahul comes in, passes the umpire, bowls, and what a shot. He tries to clear cover, and the ball just hit high on the bat, and he's caught running around to the left. Mid-off takes a very good catch, and that is the end of Bhaskaran for 11 from 17. The new batter to the crease is Bishal Karti. Much has depended on him for Tamilnadu this season, but his performances have been somewhat inconsistent. He has a few starts, but nothing of substance for his team as yet. The skipper Rahul Garg leading from the front. It was a delivery, a warm-up delivery, just pitched on a good length and hit the batsman. The batsman tried to play through the line, it got big on him, and off the higher part of the bat, up in the air to mid-off. Good catch by the fielder there.
I checked the pitch, and the pitch looked like it would grip, so perhaps that ball gripped a bit. I'm not sure if he mistimed it or if it gripped a bit, but to me, when I went out there, I said the pitch would grip a little bit.
Rahul comes in, he bowls another full ball. What a shot. First ball to get off the mark, and that's ran away through the backward point region for 4. What a way to get off the mark from Bishal Karti. He just leant on it, a bit of room given, played on top of the bounce and in the gap. What a shot, Mr. Delbert.
Nice shot. Just got back, steered it back with a point, timed it beautifully, and it was 4 from the time it left the bat. Just timing, no power. Pure timing.
Hoping that would bring a change in that shot brought a change to the field. The man at cover is now going back on the boundary. Long on is all the way back as well. Rahul comes in, bowls to Karti, short, and he cuts it over the fielder at point towards the left of the fielder on the boundary, and another 4. Beautiful shot, very short man, just jumped and played that one with the bounce over the fielder. There was never an intention to keep that flat on the ground. He was looking for the boundary from the time it was bowled into the pitch.
Yes, he grew tall. Sharp man grew tall and slapped it over cover for 4. Good shot.
After a wicket force ball, Rahul conceded 2 boundaries. He comes again to Bishal. Bowls on a good length ball. Bishal pokes to short mid-wicket. No run. Score moves on to 34 for 1 in the 5th over.
They're hoping to get about 50 in the power play to make it an interesting match. And they're hoping to crush the Super Kings' dream of getting the final 4.
Oh, what have you done, Bishal? What have you done? It was a nothing ball, just back of a length into the body, and he tried to help that one over fine leg. Just came off the handle of the bat, and a good catch by the keeper. 2 4s and out. What have you done? You've let your team down here.
Yes, I don't think it was necessary at this stage. It was a good ball, but not a ball to actually get a wicket. Well, he got a wicket with it, but it was a good ball. I don't know what he tried to do. Perhaps he tried to scoop it, but he tried to hit it behind square. Whatever he did, it just popped up off the bat, and the keeper just ran around and took an easy catch. So that's the 2nd wicket down for the loss of 34 runs for the loss of the 2nd wicket. Going up to bat is Jejun. The Super Kings team are confident now. Their heads were a bit down, but they feel confident. So Jejun will be facing. And this will be the 5th ball of the over. 2 wickets in this over. 2 wickets in the over. 2 4s, 2 wickets. An extraordinary over. Exciting. Active. 2 lovely shots, and then gave it away. So, what is your projection for this score here, Mr. Danny Ram?
I was hoping for good innings from Bishal, to be honest. He has been one of the better batters of this Tamil Nadu team. More was expected of him, as it has been throughout the season. But again, he's failed to deliver, and he's left his team in a spot of bother. 34 for 2, 7 balls remaining in the power play. I think they need to rebuild a bit. A lot depends now on Manjush Nayak at the non-striker end. He is a senior batter in this team, and he will need to play a key role if they're to get anyway up to a defendable total. And now Rahul comes from the far end, bowls to Jujin onto the pads, appeal, and it's not out by says umpire. And the over comes to an end, 34 for 2 and 5. That was a strange over. Wicket, dot, 4, 4, and wicket, dot to finish.
Yeah, mixed bag. That last ball, I figured that he would have to get some bat on it because it looked as if it was coming directly to the wicket. But the umpire said not out. It was on the back foot, so the umpire had ample time to see if it would hit or miss. And I suspect that perhaps it struck the bat before it hit his pads. This is the last over of the power play. And we'll have he'll be
The
coming
new
in.
batter is the new bowler is Parati Kasimayan from the pavilion end. He is bowling the last over of the power play to Manjush Nayak. He starts, bowls full and wide. The batsman has a go at it, misses. The field is set for that type of bowling. There is a deep cover, long off, short third man, a point, and short extra cover. On the leg side, there are 4 men in the circle, short, fine leg, square leg, short mid wicket, and mid on. Party comes in, and he bowls into the pad. It's tucked away to Balraj, a square leg. They think of one, they decide against it. There's no run there. That was a good shot. A bit of a fumble by Balraj. The new batter is Parkshit Nautial. He's at the non-strikers end, only faced 1 ball. Party comes in, he bowls full, driven down the ground to long off. They take an easy single. Score moves on to 35 for 2 in the 6th over. Party comes in and he bowls just back of a length outside the off stump. The batsman has a go at it. He misses. The deep cover and mid-off is now in the circle. There is no feeler on the boundary, the last over of the power play. And I suspect Cayman Super Kings is showing a bit of overconfidence in their bowling abilities here. He bowls full and wide. The batsman has a go at it. And it's sliced towards the point region. They take easy 2. Score moves on now to 37 for 2 in 5.5 overs. And Nautial is off the mark. He sliced that one to deep point for 2. Patty comes in for the last ball of the over. Driven down to long on. Correction to mid on. They take a single. Quite easily in the end as the fielder fumbles. The score moves to 38 for 2 at the end of the power play. Shout out to the curator at Jimmy Powell Oval. The pitch is looking like a wonderful batting pitch and the outfield is lightning fast. Special shout out to Mr. Andrew Blackwood. Our umpires for today's match are Mr. Zitroy Robinson. He's at square leg right now. And Courtney Young is at the far end. Rahul takes up, continues bowling from that end. and everyone is still in the circle. There is no one on the boundary, and Manjush is on strike. Correction, Nautia is on strike. Raul bowls and he pokes at 1-2 extra cover. There's no run. Raul comes in, passes the umpire, bowls just back of a length. The batsman gets on the back foot, he cuts it through her backward to the left of the backward point fielder. They take one, they come back for a stiff second, made it quite easily in the end. Fielder with a bit of hesitation on the throw, and two more added to the score. Score now moves on to 40 in the 6.2 overs. Rahul comes in, he bowls full, sliced, should be taken at point, and that's the end of Nautiel. It was a rather short innings from him. He went after every ball that was bowled to him, and Rahul has a third. The score is 40 for 3 in 6.3 overs.
It appears as if Tamilnadu has playing to catch or something, because they are hitting at every ball. They are trying to attack every ball. They just lost 2 early wickets, and the batsman decide that he's going to have a good time, not necessarily a long time. The outgoing batsman is
The new batter at the crease is Pramod Bhatt. Captain Rahul is doing a fantastic job. He comes in, bowls to the new batter, and bowl him! Top of off. What was he trying to do with that ball? The batter just had a swish at it. He missed. Off stump is pegged back, and Rahul has 4 in the space of 10 balls.
I actually think that these Tamil Nadu batters are making Rahul Garg look as if he's Bumrah or one of those bowlers. To me, the bowling is just good, steady, but I don't know what the Tamil Nadu batters are doing. They're just swinging at everything. And that one, he swung at that one. His left leg was out to mid-wicket, and his back leg was facing his whole body, chest on in one big swing, and his stump was gone. So that's the score is now on 2.
The score is now 40 for 4
40 for
in
the loss of 4
6.4 overs, and that was just a careless shot by the batter. There's a senior man at the non-strikers end. Just build a partnership with him and get the score for your team. No need for that. No, the bowler is bowling good. On the stump, on the line of the stump, he's not given much room. Just play with your partner, build an innings. You're already in a hole. That was just senseless from the batter. The new batter is Ramesh Govindappa. Rahul comes in. On the stumps, defended to short extra cover. And it looks like this batter is here for a while. That was very sensible. Just see out the over, build a partnership, and have a chat and try to get some runs. Small targets, Mr. Delbert, small targets. Blocks of 10 and get a partnership going.
Get a partnership going. Just try to stay there for the next 4 or 5 overs and leave the batting to Manjuice. Right.
That was well bowled by Rahul, full into leg stump, defended by Ramesh. End of the over, score remains at 40 for 4. Rahul has 10 for 4 in 2 overs.
He has to take over this innings now. He has to be in control. He has to talk to the players. He has to lead from lead by example.
Over number 8 is about to begin. Party continues from the pavilion end. Bowling to Manjush Nayak. There's a long on, long off, deep cover on the boundary. Short third man, point, extra cover in the offside. Full and misses everything. Apologies, that's bowl. That's to just clip the bail. Stand by, let's get the replay. What kind of shot was that from Manjush, the senior batter of the team? The ball just clipped the leg stump. He went for an almighty heave, just pitched on line and clipped the leg stump and bowled. 40 for 5 and 7.1. It looks like we're in for an early day here.
Tamilnadu has not failed to disappoint. They lived up to the cricket that they were playing for the whole season, for the entire season. And I was fortunate to see 2 of these ridiculous matches.
Batter is Padam Gayawali, now to face Patti. Scores 40 for 5 and 7.1. And the only 2 fielders on the boundary are. There's no fielders on the boundary right now. The long off has come back into the circle. Deep cover is also in the circle. Mid on is in the circle. Short mid wicket, square leg, short fine leg, short third man, a very short point. He comes in and he bowls full, defended to extra cover. There's no run.
Super Kings are sensing blood in the water, so they're churning, trying to get this for under 50.
That's well bowled, well defended back to the bowler. Score remains at 40 for 5 and 7.3 over. And Super Kings are hunting a big win here to get their net run rate up to put them in the mix for a top 4 finish. Patti comes in, he bowls full straight at the stump, defended by the batter. There is no run. 2 balls remaining in the over. The Tamilnadu batters really need to string some partnerships together to give themselves a chance at a defendable total. Bowls full. It's a slow cutter into the wicket, left alone by the batter. This has been quite a rapid over by Patti. Steady, nothing given away. He comes in to finish, bowls the last ball. Into the pads, there's an appeal, and the finger goes up. It's a double wicket made in by Patti. The score is 40 for 6 in 8 overs. And let's get the replay. He comes in. That looked pretty adjacent from the beginning. Pitches on line. Batsman played across, missed. And that was an easy decision for umpire Zitroy.
Yes, he came back square on. So both his pads were facing the umpire. So the umpire had ample vision to see exactly where that ball was going. And even I from here could see that that ball would be hitting the middle of the middle stump. So Zitroy had no choice but to nod in the positive. So that's the sixth wicket gone for 40 runs. And you think we'll be out of here before 4 o'clock?
It might be an early day unless somebody does something special from Tamilnadu. It is looking that way now to be an early day, 4:30 finish. Captain Rahul with the ball, hunting, I'm sure, a 5 wicket haul. Might be his first in Cayman. And the new batter at the crease, he's at the non-striker's end. Ramesh Govindappa is on strike. There's a slight bit of delay as umpire Zitroy has a chat with the incoming batter. That's a sorry-looking scorecard, Mr. Delbord. 11 from 17, 14 from 12, 8 from 4, 5 from 7, 0 from 1, 0 from 2, 0 from 1, 0 from 4, and the two not out, two batters at the crease yet to come off the mark. Captain Rahul comes in from the far end. He bowls to Ramesh and bowled him! That's a fifer, top of off. What was Ramesh trying to do there? Just a swipe. He was looking to hit that one into the trees.
As a cricket lover, I don't even know. I don't know if I can take this anguish. It is.
It was just a length ball on off stump. Nothing special about the ball. The batter did all the work for the bowler there. Missed it, top of off. And Rahul has 5 for 10 in 2.1 overs. Magical figures. But I must say, very, very poor batting by the Tamilnadu batters. The new batter coming to the crease is Naveen Santana, replaces Ramesh Govindappa, who gone for 0 from 3 balls. And Naveen is known to be an aggressive kind of batter. He doesn't stick around much. He plays his shots. But this situation, I don't think is tailored for that. He may need to bat a few balls, see this spell out from Rahul and Pati, and try to score some runs off the other bowlers, just to get his team to something defendable. Rahul comes in, passes umpire, Young, bowls, full and is driven to extra cover and there's no run. Balraj does the fielding, returns the ball to the bowler. This innings has just summed up Tamil Nadu's season. Started off a bit, well, steady start, and then they just collapse in a heap. This is a season to forget for them. Rahul comes in, he bowls to Naveen on the pads, way down the leg. Stifle appeal just from the man at point. There is no run. Score remains at 40 for 7 and 8.3. Three deliveries remaining in the ninth over, bowled by Rahul. He comes in, bowls Naveen. Full into the pads, work the short mid wicket. There's no run. The score remains on 40 for 7. Tamil Nadu's decline has been an embarrassing one this season. They went to the final 2 years ago. Last year, they failed to qualify for the last 4, and this season they're looking to end without a victory. Rahul bowls full, a slower ball. Naveen just blocks it to cover. They take no run. One delivery remaining in the ninth over. Score is 40 for 7. Raul comes in, passes the umpire, bowls, back of a length into the pitch. There's an appeal from the bowler and the keeper, short third man. No signal from the umpire. I assume that ball just brushed the trousers on the way through to the keeper. Let's look at the replay. Back of a length. Yes, it looked like it just brushed the trousers on the way to the keeper. Good take by the keeper. As the end of the over, score as 40 for 7 in 9 overs. That was a very good over by Raul. A wicket maiden. He's now bowled 3 overs, 10 runs, 5 wicket. That's back-to-back maidens by the Super Kings bowlers. And Patty to continue from the pavilion end. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Mutu bowled 2 overs, 10 runs, no wickets. Ravindra Karkira bowled 2 overs, 16 runs, no wickets. And the damage was done by Raul and Parthipan Kasimayan. Raul 3 overs, 1 maiden, 10 for 5. Party 2 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 2. When he comes in, bowls full. The batter blocks it back to the bowler. There's no run. Party comes in, he bowls full. Squirted away through the point region. The fielder was in tight there. They take one, they turn for a second. That's easy 2. Score moves on to 42 for the loss of 7. The point fielder was very tight there to save 1, and the ball went off to his left on this lightning fast outfield here at Jimmy Powell. He had some chasing to do. Kept it down to 2. Umpire has given the batsman a warning for running down the wicket. Party comes in. He bowls into the pads, blocked to short mid-wicket. Balraj tries to do some fancy footwork. He missed. Cleaned up by the field at mid-on. There's no run.
Toss, wrapped on the pad, loud appeal. Is it rise on impressed?
That double through point region was the first run scored by the Tamilnadu batters for 16 balls. It's been very, very tough going by them. Patty comes in, he bowls, and it's chipped to extra cover, and the captain, Rahul Gart, makes a meal of it. Couldn't have gotten easier than that. He puts down a sitter, and the batter survives.
You don't drop those catches at this level at all. You shouldn't drop them at this level. That was too easy, too simple.
I think the ball was coming to him too slow. He tried to throw it up before he actually caught it. Patty comes in. He bowls another full one into the pads, tucked to short mid-wicket. There is no run. The score remains at 42 for 2 in 10 overs. At the halfway stage, Mr. Delbert, how long more do you see this innings going on?
It depends. I'm hoping for the sake of cricket that the Toadies could stick around, and we have a score. We have to watch a score for about 80, 85 or so. Toadies could stick around and just play around, and just to get a score that will make the Super Kings have to go. But when they win this match, not if, when they win this match, their run rate, their net run rate would go sky high. So that would benefit them if they are on tie up in number 4 with another team. That would be to their benefit. So I see why they want to end this quickly.
The new bowler from the far end is Rajasekhara Kalagotia from the far end. He comes on bowl to Naveen. Long on, long off on the boundary. He bowl starts. Gentle medium pace on a length. Push to long on. Short mid-wicket comes around to his left and does the fielding. Needless throw, well backed up by Balraj in the extra cover region. They take a single. Few changes to the field now. The fielders at the extra cover boundary, at the cover boundary, and long off are coming up into the circle. Long on is coming up into the circle as well. All 9 fielders are in the circle for this batter. Bowler comes in, passes the umpire, bowls a full one. The batter opens the face, steered it towards backward point. There is no run.
Seem to be, I don't want to wash my mouth on them, I thought he seemed to be trying to consolidate and knock it around and get a single here or two here, because they know it's a lot of overs to be bowled.
Exactly, Mr. Delbert. 60 balls is a long, long time. Even if you can get 50 runs from those 60 balls, that will get you over 90. At least it's something to play with. The bowler comes in, passes the umpire, bowls a full toss into the pads. The batsman tucked it away in front of square on the leg side. They take one. Consider as a second, but turned it down, rightfully so.
It's because Naveen, he wasn't watching. He turned wrong, and he wasted about a second trying to get the second run. So then when he realized that a second run was in play, it was too late.
That was poor running by Naveed. He backed the direction of the ball, so he couldn't see the ball to make a proper judgment of a second. The second was always on there. It was just poor running. The bowler comes in, passes the umpire, bowls full into the pad, down the leg side, misses, that's a wide. And the score moves on to 45-7, 10.3 overs. Rajasekhar comes in from the far end. He bowls full. Naveen drives down to long on. They take a single.
Calm, sensible batting by these two so far. I'm optimistic that they could go on to give us a score of 85 or so.
They need something of substance on the board. This isn't looking like a 140 score. He pitches full and the batsman drives over the mid-off fielder who was in the circle, and there's no catching up with that one. It runs all the way for 4. Much needed by the Tamilnadu team.
And funny enough, that was not a swing. It was a nice off drive, straightish off drive over the head of the man at mid-off, because there was no one in the out of the circle, so he just came forward and just chipped it over mid-off, dropped half of it into the boundary and just trickled into the boundary.
That boundary brings up the 50 for the Tamilnadu team. It was all timing, no power, just a lofted off drive over the fielder who was in the circle. And with this fast outfield, as long as he got it past that fielder, there was no catching it up. Well bowled, forward, defense to extra cover. There's no run. That brings an end to the 11th over. 50 for 7 at the end of 11.
It looks as if we see Barrage from the pavilion in. He usually bowls some decent leg spin. You see how the Tamil Nadu team plays this slower bowling. They were pathetic against the faster stuff. So let's see how they go against this slow bowling. I want to suspect that they will want to be an all-out attack, which I wouldn't suggest. I suggest that they just knock it around for the next 6-7 overs, because it's a long, long time before we get to 20 overs. We're just in the 11th over. 9 overs is a lot of overs to bowl, especially if you lost 7 wickets.
Surprisingly, Christopher Balraj hasn't done much bowling for this CSK team this season. I'm not sure if the pitch conditions or the opposition has something to do with that, but his overs have been minimal this season. I'm glad to see he's having an opportunity with the ball now. Just 3 wickets left for the Tamil Nadu team. He bowls a decent leg spin. I wonder if he could get any purchase out of this wicket here at the Jimmy Powell Oval.
It looks like a spinner, one who can bowl slow, who can just bowl the ball into the pitch, would get something out of it. Tomorrow I will see it will be a perfect batting pitch. Today it's good, but not perfect.
Balraj bowled from the pavilion end to Naveen. The score is 50 for 7. 9 overs to go in this innings. There's a short third man, point, cover, extra cover, long off on the boundary, long on the boundary. There's a cow corner and a deep square leg on the boundary. And there's a short backward square leg in the circle. He starts on a good length, blocked into the offside. There's no run. Balraj comes in again, bowls full, blocked by the batter. Back to the bowler, another dot.
How they play against this over will tell me their intent. If their intent to bat out or if they want to swing.
Oh, Balraj floats that one, tempting the batter. He has a swing, misses. Keeper took the bails off in a flash, but there is not much excitement. His foot was grounded. Another dot, 3 dots on the trot to start the over. Balraj comes in, another tempter. Naveen tucks it into the leg side. There's an easy single. Balraj does the fielding himself, signaling to his fielders to come back into the circle now.
Characteristic of Naveen. I know Naveen to be a dasher. Goes at everything, but he understands the situation of the game now. So he just tucked that one into the leg side and get a quick single.
Very, very uncharacteristic of him. I didn't believe he could curb his natural aggressive instinct, but he's proven me wrong here. Balraj gave him 2 tempters, and he was only tempted once. That's a dead ball. Umpires it, returns and signals. Balraj back to the top of his mark. He comes in and bowls. A faster ball out the front of the hand, beats the batter. Keeper fumbles. That's another dot ball. Score remains at 51, 11.5 overs. Balraj comes in for the last delivery of his over. Another one out the front of the arm, full toss, poke to short mid-wicket. Good feeling by Party, keeps it to a dot. That's the end of the over, and the score is 51 for 7 at the end of 12.
He has a change of bat. I don't know what that means.
The Tamilnadu scorecard is a very, very sad-looking scorecard. They started steady with Bhaskaran, 11 from 17. Manjush Nayak, 14 from 12. He needed a big innings. Bishal Karti came in a hurry and went in a hurry, 8 from 4. And then there is nothing of note to speak about. Nautiel, 5 from 7. Bhatt, first ball, 0. Ramesh, 0 from 3. Padam, 0 from 4. And there's a bit of a partnership here. Bowler resumes from the far end. He bowls full. Naveen has a go at it, misses. And the keeper has a throw at the stump. He also misses. With all of that, it's just a dot ball. The long on, long off is on the boundary. And there's a short mid-wicket, backward square leg, short fine leg, short third man. Point, who is in tight to save one. Cover, extra cover in the circle. Bowls to Naveen on a length. Naveen has a swing at it, misses, another dot. That change of bat seems like a shift in the intention of Naveen. He's looking to go hard at this bowler from the far end. Kalagotia comes in, bowls. Naveen has a go at him again off the inner part of the bat, hard into the pitch, trickles just to in the mid-wicket region. There is no run. Score remains at 51 for 7, 12.3 overs.
Naveen seems to be making his intentions known.
Naveen seems to be targeting the mid-wicket region where there is no fielder on the boundary. Bowler comes in again, bowls full. Naveen drives off the bottom of the bat down to a long off. There is only a single. Umpire Young signals to his square leg comrade. There's only 2 balls left for the over. The field changes again. The long on back into the circle. Long off, halfway up. Kalagotia comes in. He bowls outside the off stump, slice over the backward point fielder. They take one turn for a second. Throw comes in at the keeper's end and they make it quite easily. Score moves on to 54 now. And the batter, Bhagat Bashkar, moves on to 9 from 13. They have a nice little partnership here going. The bowler comes in, he bowls full, driven to long off for a single. And that's an end. That's the end to the 13th over. The score is 55 for 7 in 13 over. This partnership now is worth 15 runs, the second highest of the innings after the opening partnership. That was 26.
Only it's the second highest, but it's the most sensible partnership that we've seen. We've seen numbers, batters numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7 came and go. They're seeing some big swings, unnecessary swings, and really bumped up the bowling of Garg, because I think Garg bowling wasn't exceptional. It was decent, steady, but not exceptional. So when anybody see that and they see five wickets for 10 runs, you would think that were in swingers, out swingers, bumpers, whatever. Just steady, normal bowling. People swinging indiscriminately.
This game is considered to be a batter's game. So if a bowler gets some easy wickets now and again, I'll live with that. Because majority of the time they travel, and Balraj continues from the pavilion end. He bowls a floater, full toss. The batter pokes it to extra cover. They take a tight single, and almost a run out at the bowler's end, but he's home safely. Score moves on to 56 now. Naveen on strike. The long off comes back onto the boundary. There's long on. Deep mid-wicket, short mid-wicket, square leg, short third man, point, extra cover, and there's a straight mid-off. Oh, well bowled by Balraj. He gave that one a bit of air. There was a bit of turn. Naveen had a poke, beaten, well taken by the keeper. Balraj in again to Naveen. Another floater. Naveen has a swipe at it, down to long on for a single. Score is 57. And Bashkar is now in strike. He's 11 from 16. Balraj bowls. He pokes it to short mid-wicket. Fielded by Party. There's no run. It's a dot ball. Balraj into Bakshar. He bowls a flighted one. The batsman gets back. Tries to steer that one to short third man. It went to point. There's no run. Balraj comes in, bowls. That's a quicker one out the front of the hand. In line with the stump, the batsman defended it back to the bowler. The end of the over, the score is 57 for 7, end of 14.
Balraj has a habit of telegraphing that faster ball. I could see it from here, and if I can see it from here, I'm optimistic that the batsman will know that this is a faster ball. He comes in slower, and then he wheels it out with the front of the hand. And this batter, he's batting quite sensibly. He's not the most elegant, most attractive, but he's batting with the brain. So he's not going to give away his wicket.
There is a change in bowling from the far end. The field, there's also a change in the field. Naveen is on strike. Long off is on the boundary, long on. There's a deep mid-wicket now in place, short mid-wicket. Backward square leg, short third man, point, cover halfway out to the boundary, and extra cover. Bowler comes in from the far end. He bowls a gentle half volley on the pads, missed by Naveen. I think Captain Rahul Garg is just going through his His backup, his part-time bowlers now just to see what they can do. The new bowler is Kunal Dhawan, having his first bowl of the tournament from the far end. Comes into Naveen. He bowls. It's a full toss, and Naveen has driven it back to the bowler, who puts it down. I feel that one was a bit too hot for the bowler.
Very ordinary cricket. Ordinary ball, full toss, gentle, medium pace, and struck right back at him, and he just put it down.
I think Naveen was in two mind there. He was surprised at the full toss, and the bowler was surprised at the return catch. He comes again, bowls full. Naveen goes, hits it out to the cow corner fielder. They take an easy single. Before that ball, there was a slight change to the field. The deep square leg went on the boundary. The mid-wicket went around to cow corner. And the score now 58 for 7. Let's look at the replay. Naveen comes and has a whack at it. The ball was about fourth stump outside off. And he just shoveled it through the mid-wicket region. That one comes in down the leg, and it's a wide. Well taken by the keeper. Dhawan to Bhaskar comes in, bowls full, clipped to the cow corner fielder off the pads. There's an easy single. This is sensible batting by this pair here. This partnership is now worth 20, and they really needed that for the 8th wicket. Number 8 and number 9 has put on the second highest partnership of this innings so far.
God toying with this team. That's the question.
Dhawan comes in, bowls to Naveen. Bowls full. Naveen has a swipe and he misses it. Appears to come off the inner part of the bat into the pad. There's no appeal.
Yeah, I think he played it into the pads.
Dhawan comes in, full onto the pad, tucked to short mid-wicket. There is no run. I don't believe that Captain Rahul Garg is having a bit of fun with this Tamilnadu team. There's been a fierce rivalry between Tamilnadu and CSK over the years, with neither team trying to give an inch. I just think Garg is trying to capitalize on the advantage that he has here now. This being a weaker Tamilnadu team from the one of previous years. They've lost their key all-rounder in Karthik Jairaj to Paramount. They've had this season quite a few key players struggle with some injuries and some time off from work, and they were not able to field their best 11 in most games. And this has just been a disastrous season for the Tamil Nadu team. And this innings hasn't gone anywhere to give them anything to cheer about. This has been a good partnership, but it's just, I think, delaying the inevitable.
Meandering along, but it's preferable to what I saw earlier. The swinging and missing and getting bored and getting caught and all sorts of dismissals, that soft dismissals. So I won't say we have a match on our hands, but at least we have some more cricket to watch.
The left arm spinner is introduced into the attack now from the pavilion end. Jassim Kilot. He has had a steady season, quite a find for his first season with the CSK team. Quite a find for them. He's been steady throughout, picked wickets. And he's a decent bowler, has quite a good mixture of deliveries. There's a slip in place. Point, cover, extra cover, and long off. Oh, he starts off with a full toss, wide of off stump. Cut through the point region, and there's no catching that. It runs away to the boundary for 4. Good shot by Bhaskar. Another 4 to the score.
Bad ball, wide. So the batter just leant on it and struck it through cover point for 4. Good shot.
Typical commentator's curse. As soon as I praised the bowler, he gave the man a full toss, wide of off stump, with no one on the boundary on the offside. Jassim comes in again. He bowls another full ball driven to the man that Straightish extra cover. There is no run. The field on the leg side is a short square leg, short mid wicket, deep mid wicket, and mid on is in the circle. Jasim comes and he bowls to Bashkar again. Bashkar looks to guide that one past the only slip, and he misses. Keeper takes it nicely, returns to the bowler. It's a dot ball. Jasim comes, he bowls another full one outside the off stump, and that one is given a wide by umpire Zitroy. Is he trying to tempt the batsman into playing a shot that they're not supposed to play? Jasim comes, that one goes on with the arm. Appeal from the team, umpire Zitroy says not out. It looks like the arm ball, it was angling into the pads. Looked like it's just sliding down the leg. Let's look at the replay. Yes, it was going down the leg. Well done by umpire Zitroy. Jasim comes in, he bowls another arm, but the batsman tries to cut it. It's a bit too close to cut. That was on the off stump. An under edge that rolls away to the point, and the fielder picks it up. Score remains at 65 for 7 and 15.5. Last ball of the 16th over coming up. Jasim bowls a full one, blocked by the batter, and that's the end of the 16th over, 65 for 7.
A mixed over there. The first three balls were 3 full tosses that should have been dispatched, but he got away with it. Then he bowled a wide. But the last 3 balls were some balls that were just coming in with the arm. 3 arm balls, so the batter just had to respect them. So, who's going to bowl this over now?
Kunal Dhawan continues from the far end with Naveen on strike. 4 overs to go. And there are some changes to the field. The deep cover is going back on the boundary. There's a long off, long on, cow corner, deep square leg, short mid wicket, extra cover, backward point, and short third man. This partnership has blossomed into 25, and they're digging their team out of the hole that it was. We once thought that they weren't going to get to 50. Dhawan comes in, he bowls to Naveen. Naveen has a swish at it and he misses. The ball misses a stump taken by the keeper. And there's no run. Naveen has faced 23 balls for his 6 runs. It's been quite a struggle for him. At the other end, Bashkar has 16 from 26 with 2 boundaries. Dhawan comes in, another full toss. And it's off the outer portion of the bat in the air towards the point region. It bounces safely. And they take a single.
It's best that Naveen is off the strike because he's by no torturous innings as we see it here.
Dhawan into bowl to Bashkar. A full one, it's driven to the fielder at cover. And there is no run. Oh, he bowls a loopy, slower ball. Signal no ball by umpire Zitroy, and it's creamed out to the deep mid-wicket boundary for 4. And the batsman will have a free hit now. No change in the field. And I think the bowler tried something that he never tried before there in his life. We'll have a look at the replay. It was very, very high. The free hit is bowled, driven through extra cover. The fielder from long off comes around, gets a boot to it, stops it just inside the boundary, and they take 2. The score moves on now to 73 for 7 in 16.3 overs. And that's a signal from umpire Young. When your team is in this position, you try to do the basics right. That is a A short run signal there by umpire Young at the far end. And the two umpires converged for a chat. There was a break in play. The batting card so far, Bhagwat Bashkar is putting up a fight from number 8. He has 21 from 29 balls. For partner, he has Naveen with him, who has struggled for his 7 from 24, but he stuck around long enough to string the biggest partnership of the innings together. There is a break in play here. And the score is 72 for 7 and 6.4 overs. I think the umpire is having a bit of chat with Naveen and the bowler.
Might be the score. Yeah, there's some communication between the umpire and the score. All is well.
And we resume with Dhawan from the far end. He bowls into the pitch to Bashkar, who hits it out to the cow corner area. They take 1, Naveen turns for 2. The ball comes in at the bowler's end, and he is safe. There's an overthrow, sloppy cricket here by Cayman Super Kings. And they get 3. 3 more runs to the score. It moves on to 75 for 7 in the 16 point. That's the end of the 17th over, 75 for 7.
At least we have a cricket match on now. Prior to the 10th over, I thought that it would have been all over in 12 or 13. These two have strung together a decent partnership. It makes no sense trying to go. They could keep batting as they were before for the 20th. Try to get about 90 runs.
The partnership
and make a fist of it.
The partnership is 35 off 52 balls, and given the circumstances, it's Tamilnadu will take it. Naveen contributed 7 from 24, and Bhagwat Bashkar contributed 24 from 29. 17 over completed. We have 3 overs remaining. Jazim to continue from the pavilion end. There is a long off and deep extra cover on the boundary. Jazim comes in, he bowls full, and the batter just hits it across the line, full and wide outside off stump, and he fetches it to mid-on, who was inside the circle, safely taken by Christopher Balraj. And that is the end of a good innings by Bhagwat Bashkar. 24 from 30 balls, and it's 75 for 8.
Trying to push it along. Figure the final 3 overs, he tried to make a fist of it. But his innings will be well regarded. A good innings. Batted sensibly, but at the end he wanted to push it along. He just hit it, tugged it to Christopher Barrage right on the edge of the circle, who reverse copped it comfortably.
The new batter at the crease is number 28, Harry, one of the fast bowlers of this Tamil Nadu outfit. And I think the game will just move from here. He's a left-handed, left arm spinner now changes to over the wicket. And there will be a few changes to the field. New batter is Hari Haran Matalagan. He comes for his ball into the pads, swings out a long on, wide. The fielder moves around to his left fields and returns to the bowler's end, just a single. Naveen now on strike, the right-handed Naveen. The field will change again. The score moves on to 76 for 8 and 17.2. I'm sure Naveen will be looking for a few lusty blows to get this score somewhere in the vicinity of 100. There's a short fine leg, short backward square leg, short mid wicket, extra cover and backward point in the circle. Jasim comes in, he bows into the pad of Naveen. There's a stifled appeal. Naveen turns down the single as the ball runs away to short third man. Fielders on the boundary are deep cover, long off, long on, and a deep mid wicket. There's 5 in the circle now in the 18th over. Jasim comes in, he bows. Full and wide, Naveed has a hit straight down the ground, bisected the fielders, and it runs into the side screen for 4 runs. Much needed by Naveen, a boost of confidence, and I assume he'll keep playing this way now, just go for his shots to try to get them up to 100. Naveen settles, the ball at the top of his mark, comes in now, bowls, flighted one, Naveen has a go at it, and it's straight to the field at short mid wicket. Where is Harry going? He is without his shoes, without his bat, without his gloves. What's going on with him? It's just comical. The batsman lost his gloves, lost his shoes, and his bat. Everyone on the field and in the commentary box here, everyone on the field and everyone in the commentary box here is in stitches.
Even the umpire seems to be amused. How could you lose your shoes?
Both gloves, both shoes, and the bat are on the pitch.
This is ridiculous. It is a metaphor for the level of cricket that this team has played this year. Let's say Mutu.
As Mutu comes in now to Naveen for the 19th over, he starts, and Naveen has a flash at it straight to the fielder on the cover boundary, who sends a throw back to the keeper. They only take 1. There's a ring of fielder on the offside with short third man, point, extra cover, short mid wicket, square leg, and a short fine leg. Now with the left-handed Harry on strike, the field will change around. The score moves on to 82 for 8 at 18.1. Mutu remains around the wicket to the left-hander. He comes in, bowls to Harry, into the pitch, Harry has a swing. There's an appeal, and there was an on the edge. Umpire Young raises a dreaded finger, and Harry has to depart for 1 run from 2 balls. The score is 82 for 9. And Mutu has his first wicket.
Yeah, there's this heave, tremendous heave there. They are trying to get as many runs as they can, and in the process, they have lost 2 quick wickets there. After a long partnership, they've got 2 wickets. They lost 2 quick wickets.
That was a good take by the wicketkeeper Gokul Krishnanan off the bottom edge. A good low take from him. The last man, the last batter strolls out to the crease now. It's the last man strolls out to the crease now. It's Jijin Sushan to face up to Mutu, right-handed batter.
Doesn't look too promising as a batter.
Second game, average of 5. They will take 5 now. He has Naveen at the other end. There was a slight message to him there. Mutu comes in, bowls, and he has a feel for it. Wide of off stump, full and wide, true to the keeper.
He has to be a key bowler in this team.
I don't think he'll be at number 11 for his batting abilities. Mutu into Sushan. Everyone is in the circle except the fielder at cover and mid-on, who is about 15 feet out of the circle. Mutu comes in. He bowls a straight and full one. Hit back to the bowler. There's no run. The score remains on 82 for 9. We are 18.4 overs in, 2 balls remaining. The message from Naveen to this batter will be just to see this over out. Nothing wild, nothing reckless, and let me have the last over. Mutu charges in, bowls a slower one. The batter gets it out to point to Balraj. They take a single. Naveen is on strike. Last delivery remaining of the 19th over. The field spreads again.
Should look for a single so that he could get at least 6 balls, face at least 6 balls in the final over. Yeah, no doubt they try to deny Naveen a single. You see, yeah, everybody's coming in.
Captain Rahul is with that plan. He brought 2 fielders into the circle, short mid-wicket and square leg, point, extra cover, saving single. Mutu comes into Naveen. Naveen goes down the track and over extra cover. He doesn't have the legs to go out to the boundary. Good feeling by the man on the boundary. They take a single and Naveen turned down the second. He wants the strike for the last over. Score moves on to 84. And Naveen has 6 balls to himself now to have some fun. He is 14 from 31 balls.
Whatever happens now, that was a sensible decision, I think. Tearing down that second run, it would have been easy too, but Naveen decided that he wants to have.
It was a good shot over extra cover. It looked at one time that it was rolling away to the boundary for 4. Good feeling by the fielder out at long off, moving around to his left. And Ravindra Karkira is back for the last over of the innings. In the context of this game, Ravindra Karkira has been the most expensive bowler on show. 2 overs for 16 runs. He will bowl out now. Have a look at the bowling card there. Ravindra comes in from the pavilion end. He bowls to Naveen. Naveen has a big one. A swipe at it. That's a big one. All the way over the side screen for 6. What a shot by Naveen.
Whatever happens now, he has justified sending back that. He has justified taking that single and refusing the 2.
That was a full ball aimed at the stump. Naveed backed away towards leg side, made some room and hit it straight down the ground. That one came out the middle of the bat. I think he's going again this ball here. Ravindra comes in. And yes, Naveen is going. I don't think he'll get two here off the bottom of the bottle, long off. The fielder fumbles it, turn, and he gets two. Sloppy fielding by Cayman Super Kings. That was never going to be two. Sloppy fielding by Captain Rahul Garg. Score moves on now to 92 for 9. The 100 is still on here, Mr. Delbert. Ravindra comes in. Naveen has a go again, and that's another 6. That's even bigger than the first one. Shot by Naveen, all the way for 6.
Complete justification of that decision. It's vindicated. 14 runs in that over.
Look at the replay. He made room. The ball was on the line of the off stump, and he had an almighty swing at it. Came out quickly out of the bat, went miles into the air, and over the boundary. I believe someone's car was in trouble there. Ravindra comes back now. He bowls another full one, clip to mid-wicket. I think they can get 2 more here. Beats the short mid-wicket fielder. Mutu on the boundary, comes around, cleans it up, fires a throw at the bowler's end, and they get 2 runs quite easily. The score moves on to 98 now. A bit of cheering from the Tamilnadu players.
Some life has been breathed into this innings.
Speaking of breathing, Naveen is taking a step aside to catch his breath. Ravindra comes in, bowls another full one. Naveen has another swipe at it off the bottom of the bat, out to mid-wicket. There is no run. 100 is up. 100 for 9 in 19.5.
And he wants the final ball.
Ravindra comes in, and he bowls it driven through the cover, extra cover region, out to the fielder on the boundary. He fumbles. Naveen turns, and they make the second quite easily. Has a throw at the keeper's end, and he's home. The score is 102 for 9 in 20 overs, and Naveen finishes 32 from 37 balls. Not out. What an innings from him.
What an improbable total that they actually arrived at. I was saying that they would have gotten at least about 75 or 80 if they batted at their best. So this has been a marked improvement. And that last over, I think it came 18 runs, 19 runs. How many runs came with that over? 18 runs over that over. It was a fantastic innings from. It turned to be some fantastic hitting by Naveen.
The last over went for 18 runs. Naveen finished in 32 from 37. Ravindra Karakira finished in 34 off 3 overs with no wicket. And at one point, Mr. Delbord, it looked like we were going home before 4. 50 all out. And they breathed some life into this innings here. 102 on the board for Tamilnadu.
Tamilnadu batted until 4 o'clock, so you can't go home until.
Something to work with. This is a funny old game. It's not played on paper or played in the pavilion. It's played out there between the sticks. And anything can happen. A few early wickets, some senseless batting, a couple of good overs here and there, and we might just have a game on our hands.
Yeah, as I say it now, it's not a game. I think that Super Kings will knock off these runs, but as you say, it's an uncertain game.
We'll have a look at the scorecard, at the bowling card here now. Outstanding figures for Captain Rahul Garg. 3 overs, 1 maiden, 10 for 5. Backed up by Patipan Kasimayan. 3 overs, 1 maiden, 6 for 2. And Jazim Kilot, 2 overs, 11 for 1 were the wicket takers. And Mutu, right at the top, 3 overs, 13 for 1, did the damage with the ball, 9 wickets to fall. And with the bat, it was all about number 8 and number 9. 24 from 31 for Bhagwat Bhaskar. Naveen Santanam, 32 from 37. And the only 2 batters were the openers to get into double figures, 11 for Bhaskaran and 14 for Manjush Nayak. Final score here, 102 for 9 in 20 overs. 103 for victory for Cayman Super Kings as we take a break now. And join us again in about 10 minutes for the chase.
with Rahul Garg and Chris Barrage opening the innings. Rahul is taking his guard, getting ready to face up to the Tamilnadu pacer, who is Manjus. Umpires say play. And to continue the commentary will be Mr. Daniram.
All right, we're back for the chase now, and Captain Rahul Garg, Christopher Balraj, two opening batters. In comes the bowler, Manivaran Bhaskaran. He bowls full into the pad of Rahul for his ball, driven down to long on for a single. Two fielders out on the boundary are long on and the deep third man. There's a short fine leg, man a short mid wicket. Backward point, cover, extra cover, mid off, and Naveen is at slip. And we're underway for a single of the innings. Manjush Naya comes in, he bowls one, full, and Balraj drives it, lofted, drive over mid off, and that runs away for four. Balraj is underway. 4 runs from the first ball he faced. Manjush is known mostly as an in-swing bowler. He gets the ball to swing in to the right hand and away from the left-handers. He is of a gentle pace, but they need him now to break this partnership. He comes and bowls to Balraj into the leg and worked away to short fine leg. There's a tight single. Score is 6 without loss after 3 deliveries. There is no change to the field. Deep long on. Long on right back of the boundary, and the deep third man are the two fielders out of the circle. Manjus comes in from the far end. He bowls. Bowled him! That one nipped back and bowled Captain Rahul. That is what Manjush is known for. That is in swing. The batter, his feet went nowhere. It was all hands and bat, and the ball beat him on the inside edge. Cannon into middle and off. Let's have a look at the replay. He comes. Nips back as middle stump. Bowl down, and they have their breakthrough. Tamilnadu have their breakthrough. It's the man with the most runs for CSK this season is gone.
No foot movement. It was a good ball, but there was no foot movement. He wasn't back. He wasn't forward. He just stayed there, and it's nipped back. Big break back.
Like a deer in headlights. Couldn't move. He got caught on the crease. Feet went nowhere after that ball pitched. I think he was caught off guard there by surprise. But that is what Manjush is known for. His nip, his in-swing to the right-handers. You need to get at him. That ball swung back at least a foot or foot and a half. And it beat the batsman on the inside edge. Cannon into middle stump. Do we have a game on here, Mr. Delbert?
Not yet. This Super Kings still in the driver's seat. Super Kings should win this quite easily. What is happening here?
There's a break in play. The umpires are having a chat with the batter that's coming in. I have no clue what this is about. Rahul Garg has the 4th most runs in this tournament. 7 innings, 7 games, 7 innings, 173 runs at an average of 28 with a strike rate of 127.
Is there a batter that not allowed to bat?
I think he was off the field for some time early in the first innings. Umpire Young, and Zitroy. They were speaking to him about time, so Party is going out to the crease. I think he has to wait a few more minutes before he could bat. We didn't even see that he was off the field for a while. Good job by
I,
umpire Zitroy and umpire Courtney.
I'm assuming that is what transpired. I don't know.
Rahul Garg has the most runs for the Cayman Super Kings team this season, and he is back in the shed. Big blow. Big blow by Tamilnadu. A new batter, Parthipan Kasimayan is on strike. Manjush Nayak with his tail up. There's a deep cover on the boundary. Short third man is in the circle now. And there were 8 men in the circle. The only fielder that's back, halfway back to the fence, is a deep cover. Manjush comes in. First one. Oh, that's down the leg. That's a wide.
Started on middle, but you can see he's getting the ball and swing prodigiously. I'm outside off.
Just give the new batsman a sighter there, a bit of a sighter as to what's going on with the ball. The fielders are tight at short mid-wicket and extra cover. No single will be given there. Manjush is in, he bowls, and that's a very full one. Poked out to the sweeper on the boundary at cover. They take a single, and Parthipan is off the mark. 7 for 1 of 5 deliveries. Correction, 8 for 1 of 5 deliveries. Last ball of the first over coming up here. Long on goes back to the boundary. There's a deep cover out on the boundary for Balraj. Third man up in the circle now. Manjush comes in. He bowls a full one and is driven straight down the ground. The field at long on will come around to the left. Cut it off, keep it down just to a single. And it's 9 for 1 of the first over. Balraj will retain the strike.
Over. Albeit 9 runs out of it, but you could see that the bowler was getting the ball to cut, swinging big. So we shall see what will transpire in the second over when the third over when the ball is a little older, some of the gloss has gone from it. We see if you get any movement through the air or off the seam.
The only way for Tamil Nadu to get into this game is by picking wickets. This is a key partnership here that they need to break. They already have one of the better batters in the CSK team back, the best batters in the CSK team back in the shed. This here is a crucial partnership. If they break this one, then pressure is on everybody else to come. They cannot allow these two to settle, and the only way to win this game is by bowling the CSK team out. There's no defending, bowling 20 overs to defend 103. And Hari Haran comes into the bowling attack from the pavilion end, left arm over the wicket, short third man, backward point. Extra cover, mid-off, short mid-wicket, square leg, fine leg are the fielders in the circle. He bowls a good length ball. Balraj has a swipe at it, peels off the edge to Naveen at short third man. He misfields and they take no run. The two fielders on the boundary. There's only one fielder on the boundary that's cover. And now I see they're pushing back the mid-on to long on.
Balraj will always give you a chance. You're always in the game when he's batting.
Hari Haran comes in. He bowls. Good ball. Good ball. Balraj is going at him. Makes room outside the leg stump and has a swing at it. Miss. Taken by the keeper. Hari Haran is one of those bowlers with a bit of an awkward action. There's hands and legs going everywhere, and there's a struggle for the batter to pick up the ball where they're actually coming from. He comes in, he bowls a short one, and oh, the keeper has put him down. Balraj is dropped by the keeper. It ballooned off the glove, just over the keeper's head. He got gloves onto it, and they take a single. How costly will that be? Let's have a look at the replay. Short into the body of the gloves. Come on, keeper, you can do better than that.
Poor. 2 steps back, jump. He just reached. Just 2 steps back because the ball looped.
2 steps back and in the breadbasket. That was the wicket they needed. Harry comes again, he bowls. Good shot by Party. On the back foot, cut through the point region. There's no running for that. It runs away at Jimmy Powell Oval.
It's one of the few authentic shots I saw for today. Short, outside off, slanting across him, got back in the approved fashion and slapped it through backward point for 4. Good shot.
I think that fielder at point there was too close, too much at point and not enough behind backward to backward point. So there was a huge gap there with Navina short toward. Harry comes in again, he bowls. Oh, he overcorrected that time. And that's a wide down the leg signal by umpire Zitroy. It's been an inconsistent start by Harry.
Another new batsman.
I wonder if that's on his mind. He comes in, he bowls a Party, and have 4 more. Shot! Same, that was a replay of the shot before. On or above off stump, he gets back and just cuts that through the backward point region. There's no chasing that.
This was a little better ball. Let's give him a little less room, but he just came back and delicately placed it between the backward point and the man at cover.
There is no need for a long on the boundary if you're bowling that line and that length. There's no driving that ball to long on or hitting you over long on. They need to have a deep point or a deep third man. He comes, he bowls again. Party cuts to the left of Naveen. He finds some fancy footwork there. He stops the ball. They get a single. The score moves on to 20 at the end of 2 overs. Party Pan retains the strike.
Party showing his class, especially with that shot outside the off stump, that length ball or short of a length. He's just tearing it or cutting it with a plum.
I just wonder if that drop catch has rattled this Tamilnadu team. That drop catch followed by these 2 fours. Let's have a look now at the drop catch once more. Harry comes in. Short ball. Balraj tries to get out of the way of the glove. That's an easy catch for the wicketkeeper. Easy catch. 2 steps back and it's right in front of you. The ball just lobbed in the air. He got some glove on it. And we're back live now. Manjush Nayak to continue. Party Pan on strike. Deep third man, deep cover the fielders on the boundary. He comes in, he bowls. Bowled him! Bowled him! What a beautiful in swinger by Manjush. What a ball. Full, tailing into the batter. Leg stump. And they have the second. He is trying to breathe life into this Tamil Nadu team, Manjush. Is there anyone to support him? Let's have a look at the replay. Starts outside the off stump and tails late. Hits the stump at the base.
Wow, what a balloon. Starting and off. You open up, go for the drive. Banana, that was a banana. It just curled back in. He had no chance. It was a fantastic ball, a magnificent ball. That would have out better batsman than Party.
And it's 20 for 2 now. Let's have another look at that beauty. He starts in slow motion. He comes, starts wide of off and just tails between bat and pad.
Oh.
Beauty. And according to you, Mr. Delbort, he was yorked.
Yes. Yorked. That was a beautiful ball.
The umpires are checking the time again as It pertains to this batter, Arpuv. He has been off the field for quite a while. And they're having a chat with him now. Just clearing up some things. Let's have a look one more time, Mr. Rob, if you can pull up back that replay for us of that wicket. That was a beauty. That was a beauty. Wow. I don't really compliment fast bowlers much, but that was a very, very good ball. And he's bowled two pitches.
Coming straight down at the last minute, it veered in.
He's bowled two pitches this inning so far. Two pitches in 7 balls. And hit the off stump of the captain and the leg stump of Party. They need him to stand up and give them a good spell now. They need wickets from him. More wickets.
I wonder if he can put the cat among the pigeons.
Like I said, Mr. Delbor, the only way for Tamilnadu to win this game is to bowl the Super Kings team out. They have 2 breakthroughs. They need to get rid of Balraj. They had one opportunity. I'm not sure if another one will come.
It will come. Christopher always give you a chance. Maybe he'll come when he's 60, but he always gives you a chance.
We can start back to live game now. Viran is the new batsman. Manjush comes in. Oh, bowls, beauty. Well bowled. That one did not come back. It just held its line. Beat the batsman on the outside edge. Taken by the keeper. The new batter is Viran Narayana. And the field is a short fine leg, backward square leg, short mid wicket, mid on, mid off, extra cover, man at backward point, deep third man and deep cover on the boundary. Manjush comes in, he bowls, well played, good ball, hard length into the batter, blocked short extra cover, they take no run.
Intelligent bowling. Intelligent bowling. The first one just swung in big, so he's just keeping it on the line, and then I think he'll go for the big one, the big boomer to this one. I suspect he'll go for the boomer.
Manjush comes in again, passes the umpire and bowls. Oh, well left, well bowled as well. That one just held its line again. Good length, well taken by the keeper. Manjush is trying his best to build some pressure from one end. He needs some support from the other end. And I suspect that Harry Haran will provide that support now that Party is gone. I think the other batters will have a challenge with Harry. Manjush comes in from the far end, and that's well bowled into the pitch, hard length, poked to point, misfield there, they take no run, and one delivery remaining in this third over. Score remains 20 for 2. Oh, well bowled. That was the big boomer. The booming in swinger by Manjush. It was tailing down the leg. And that brings an end to the over. Wicket maiden. Score remains 20 for 2. Manjush Nayak has bowled 2 overs, 8 runs, 2 wicket, 1 maiden. And I suspect we have a game on our hands here. They still need 83 runs from 17 overs, from 102 balls. But I believe that they need the wicket of Christopher Balraj and Apuv Chaudhry. That's the 2 men who have been in some form for them. And Harry Haran to continue from the pavilion end. Harry Haran comes in and he bowls to Christopher Balraj, has down the leg, signal wide by umpire Zitroy. Fumbled by the keeper, but they take no run. This Tamilnadu team is missing some of their first choice player. Usually they would have Naveen Negi behind the stump, who is a very good keeper. Harry Haran comes in, he bowls. Good length, a bit of shape back into Balraj, who stands tall and punches it to point. They take no run. Tamilnadu team, as I said, are missing a few key players this season. There is no Mohan Manivaran in this game. There is no Naveen Negi. Kartik Jairaj has switched teams. Harry Haran comes in, he bowls. Balraj has a swing at it, bottom edge into the pitch, rolls out to mid-wicket. Fielded there, they take no run. They have been greatly impacted by unavailability of some of their players, and in the case of Kartik Jairaj, a transfer to Paramount team. So that's why they've struggled a bit this season. Harry Haran comes in, good ball, tucked to square leg. They take an easy single there. Score moves on to 22 for 2. What do you think, Mr. Delboy? We've seen a more competitive Tamilnadu team the last season than the previous one when they got to the final.
Yeah, they were always a competitive team, but this year you can see that they have lost a lot of players. Some has even gone back. There was one guy that was one of the better batsmen in the Cayman Islands. He went back about a year ago. Negi, unavailable.
Well bowled by Harry there. Balraj scored that one away through point region. The fielder dive, that's Bishal Karti. Dive to his left, missed it, cleaned up on the boundary. And they keep it down to a single. There's a deep backward point on the boundary. And a long on. There's a short third man, a man at point, extra cover, mid-off, short mid-wicket, square leg and fine leg. Harry comes in and he bowls, and that's smashed by Balraj over long off, all the way for 6. That is too full, Harry, too full to Balraj. He has always been uncomfortable against that back of a length delivery. Why would you go up there? And you know how strong he is off the front foot. Harry Haran comes in once more, pulls the length back, has Balraj fielding for it. There's an appeal taken by the keeper. Nothing from umpire Zit Roy. Calls an end to the over. 29 for 2 at the end of 4. And I suspect it will be Manjush once more with the ball to produce some magic again.
I think there'll be a change of bowling. Is the number 11 batsman? No. Is Manjush again?
I don't think the captain will change Manjush. He will bowl until he can or until his spell is finished. Yeah. He is the only one who's proven to be a threat.
But he need another 2 wickets in the next 2 or 3 overs to make the game more interesting.
He is the only one so far who has proven to be a threat with the ball. Harry Haran has been very inconsistent, too full, too short, too wide, down the leg. The captain can't set a field for all of that. Manjush has been the only one so far to be threatening with the ball, and I suspect the captain will bowl him all 4 on the trot here. Long on goes back, deep cover on the boundary. Manjush comes in. He bowls, well bowled. Good feeling by the fielder at backward point. He dived to his left, saved, kept it to a dot. Some life in this Tamilnadu team on the field. They need that. They desperately need that if they're to defend this score and bowl out the Super Kings team. The bowlers need support from their fielders here. Every run is vital. Manjush comes in again. Bowls to Viran. Oh, well bowled. That one just held this line. There's an appeal from the keeper. Nothing from umpire Courtney. Viran is struggling a bit against Manjush here. He's just playing in front of his body, having a poke at every delivery. If it comes back, he gets bat on it. If it holds his line, it's just beat him outside off. Manjush comes in and Viran has a swipe. He has a swipe at it and it goes all the way for 6. And that's a pretty long boundary down there at Cow Corner.
Magnificently picked it up from center, off in center, and just I think he anticipated the in swing, picked it up, and just lofted it over mid wicket. A beautiful shot.
That was a pressure shot, I believe, there, Mr. Delbert. Something had to give. He could just bat and bat and bat. I think that was a shot was created out of pressure. He was desperately trying to get some runs off of Manjush.
It looked kind of authentic to me. He just.
Manjush comes in, he bowls.
Oh, that was the ball again, the Yorker again, in swinging Yorker. Whatever it is, it eases a lot of pressure.
Yes, indeed. That eased a lot of pressure. Now they don't need to score any more runs off Manjush. They could just see him off this over. He comes and he bowls. Well played by Viran. Back to the bowler on the back foot. Full face of the bat presented. The Tamilnadu team can't give up. It's too early for 1-6 or 2 6s to break this game. 68 runs is still quite a way away from them. Still have something to play with. Manjush comes in, he bowls full. Batter swinging off the inside edge. Squirted away to the left of the fine leg fielder. He runs, picks it up. They take a single, and that brings an end to the fifth over. 35 for 2. 36 for 2 at the end of 5. In addition to Mohan, Karthik, Naveen, Negi, this Tamil Nadu team is also missing Prabhu and Sakti. Sakti was a good bowler for them. He bowled mostly in the depth with his cutters and his leg cutters and his off cutters, his slower bumper. So they're missing at least half of their first 11 for this tournament. And there's a change in the bowling now from the pavilion end. Padam Gayawali comes into the bowling. Oh, he starts off with a good length. He looks like a bustling bowler. Beats Balraj outside beats the batter outside, if he ran outside the off stump there. There's a ringer fielder on the offside, short third man, backward point, cover, extra cover mid-off. And there is a fine leg and square leg in the circle, long on and deep cow corner out on the boundary. Gives a full toss on the leg stump. The batter swivels and pulls it around, beats fine leg to his left and runs away to the boundary for 4. 4 more added to the score, 40 for 2. That was an awful delivery.
Fortunate not to be given a wide. It was touch and go, half and half.
The batter got some bat onto that one and he got it to the left of the short fine leg fielder. The bowler comes in once more. He bowls back of a length, wide of off stump, overcorrected that time. Signaled a wide by umpire Zitroy.
This one was the highest full toss. Could have been, but the umpires chose not a marginal.
Bowler comes in, back of a length. Punch through the extra cover region. It runs away. Fielder chases it down. And they take a third. That was off the bottom of the bat. Gave the fielder a chance to chase it and pulled it back just inside the boundary. It was on the bigger side of the ground. The score moves to 44 for 2, 5.3 overs. And Padam has been leaking runs this over, 3 balls for 8 runs. Not the kind of support that Manjush needs. Padam comes in short again, and Balraj creams it over extra cover. Creams it over extra cover for a 1 bump 4. He stood tall on the back foot and just hit through the line. Beautiful shot.
Give him a chance to use that lever, wide, sharp, and a lot of pace. Just slapped it. First bunks.
That's a big boundary out there. That's a good 75, 80 meter hit to that boundary. And it just fell about a foot or two inside. Brings about a change to the field now. The cow corner fielder comes up into the circle. Deep extra cover goes back on the boundary. Padam comes in and bowls full into the pad, pokes the mid on. They take a quick single. Score moves on now to 49. 5.5 overs. And it looks like CSK is running away with it now. Padam comes in, bowls Viran, who's on the back foot, blocks it to extra cover. There's no run. End of the over, end of the power play. 49 for 2. I think the batters will have a drink now. And Tamilnadu in desperate need of a revival to this defense.
Should over in 11 overs, 11 or 12 overs it looks like.
We'll have a look at the over by over chart here. And it shows that Cayman Super Kings are well ahead. It was competitive for the first 4 overs, 5 overs, and then they got a big over there. And this is where Super Kings were squeezing. They had about 16 dot balls in a row with some wickets. The warm chart, a sharp turn to the north with the warm chart there in this Super Kings chase. And as you can see, the blue line has just leveled off there with 3 wickets and about 16 dot balls on the trot there. It's been competitive for the first 4 overs of the innings. Yeah. And I think that's all the bite that this Tamil Nadu attack had. New bowler into the attack now. The field is spread. Long on, long off. Deep cover on the boundary. There's an extra cover. Backward point. Short mid-wicket. Fine leg. Deep mid-wicket on the boundary. The new bowler is Bhagat Bhaskar from the far end. Will bowl a bit of off spin, low arm action. And Balraj gets on the back foot. It was wide outside off stump, cuts, peels off the outer edge and runs away to the vacant short third man area. They take a single only.
An interesting action he has. Comes in on a crouch and bowls on a crouch with a little wrong arm.
Very unusual from him. Something different. They're trying, I presume the Tamil Nadu team is just trying something different to perhaps buy a wicket. The Viran is now on strike. He has 15 from 16. Christopher Balraj is 19 from 14. Score is 50 for 2 in 6.1 overs. Bhaskar comes low and bowls, poked to extra cover by the batter, just having a look at the bowler. There is no run. Bhaskar bowls a full one. He gets a bottom edge into the pitch, rolls back halfway down the pitch, picked up by the short mid-wicket fielder, returned to the bowler, another dot ball. I sense a big shot is coming somewhere in this over. Bashkar comes, he bowls again. Full cut to Naveen at the backward point. And there's a throw to the bowlers, and he's given. Run out, unnecessary run. Straight to the fielder. What was Balraj thinking? He called the batter. There was a bit of hesitation. The throw went to the bowler's end. Well caught by the bowler. Threw it onto the stump. And umpire Courtney says, you're short. See the bit of hesitation? Throw, and he's gone. They have a third one. The dive couldn't save him. And Viran departs for 15 from 19. In slow motion now, slice, a bit of hesitation, ball watching. The throw from Naveen went to the bowler's end, a bit wide, caught, and that's out. Rightly so by umpire Courtney. He was in the best position to see that. Well done by Tamilnadu. Is that the piece of brilliance in the field to ignite them to defend this total? Balraj on strike, the new man. Arpuv Chaudhary at the non-striker's end. He's had a good season, consistent. He's been one of the better batters in this Super Kings team. And Tamil Nadu has a third. Arpuv calls Balraj through for a single. He was on the back foot. Bashkar bowled that one straight. Balraj got an outside edge to short third man, and they steal a single. Score moves on to 51, 6.5 overs.
Don't see a twist in this year yet. Still don't see a twist.
Cricket is a funny old game, Mr. Delbord. A funny old game. He comes in, drives that one aerial out to the field, out to the sweeper on the cover boundary, and they take a single. He's off the mark. And the beginning of the 8th over now, we have change in the bowling from the pavilion end. Score is 52 for 3 at the end of 7. The field is spread, 4 men on the boundary. He comes around the wicket. He bowls beaten outside the off stump, and the keeper takes it, a dot ball. The new bowler is Manivaran Bashkaran. Comes once more. Fielder stops him. The fielders on the boundary are deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a deep extra cover. He comes around the wicket, bowls. Quicker ball, blocked by Arpuv, back to extra cover, no run.
This bowler looks very orthodox. I have to watch him some more.
There's
First time I'm seeing bowling.
There's an extra cover, backward point, short third man, square leg and short mid-wicket in the circle. He bowls a full and wide one. The batsman has a go at it. And he misses another dot ball. 3 consecutive dots on the trot. Manivaran comes again, bowls into the pad, tucks it to short, square leg. They field, no run. This is a very good start to the spell here. Can he close this over out well? Bowl. Well, bowl. He just took the pace off that one a bit, had the batsman lunging forward, came off the outer edge of the bat and to the backward point fielder. There's no run. Final delivery coming up. A quicker one, and he well fielded by Bishal. The batter cut that one through backward point. Bishal dived to his left, kept it down to one, and that was a very good over.
Interesting ball. It looks like he knows what he's doing.
End of the over, 53 for 3 at the end of 8. Manivanarayan Bhaskaran, 1 run off that over. Bhagvat Bhaskar comes back into the attack from the far end. He bowls a full one, driven to long off. The fielder charges in, keeps it to one. Needless throw, Bishal. They were settled on one. No need to fire that throw in. Score moves to 54 for 3 in 8.1 overs. There's a short mid wicket, short backward square leg, third man backward point on extra cover in the circle. Bhaskar comes in, pulls the length back a bit. Has Balraj cut in, he misses, well taken by the keeper. It's a dot ball. The bowler comes in, bowls a full one. Balraj has a swipe at it. And he misses. The keeper also misses. Was there an opportunity for a stump in there? See the replay? Was there an opportunity there for a stump in? Balraj went forward, swung, missed. Yes, there was. The bat was nowhere. He had nothing in the crease there, and the keeper fumbled. Second opportunity in this innings. Second chance to dismiss Christopher Balraj. Let's have a look once more in slow motion. Bowler comes in. He bowls it, floats it wide. Balraj has a swipe, misses. Keeper fumbles, and he was gone for all money there. Back here live now. The bowler comes and bowls back of a length. Balraj blocks it to cover. They take a single between the cover and the extra cover and the point fielder. Score now moves on to 55 for 3 in 8.4 overs. They still need a 49 runs from 68 balls. Bowler comes, he bowls a full one. Driven to extra cover. The fielder dives, misfields, and they take a single. I suspect he was trying to take that catch there. Took evasive action as he got close and realized that he could not complete the catch. They get a single. Bowler comes in, he bowls wide of the off stump, tempting Christopher Balraj to cut. Another dot to the keeper, another very good over by Tamilnadu. They're squeezing now. That's 4 runs conceded in the last 2 overs.
Spin bowling has put some brakes on this batting.
Indeed, it has. What they need now is some wickets from the spinners to make this quite interesting. Balraj has had 2 opportunities, both given to him by the keeper, a drop catch and a stumping.
Balraj will give you chance every 4 or 5 balls.
Back to live action now. The bowler Manivaran Bhaskaran comes around the wicket. He bowls a wide signal by umpire Zitroy. There's an extra man in the circle at point. So there's a point, a backward point on a short third man. He comes, he bowls, float it. The keeper misses, and that's running away. Naveen with the chase has stumbled, and they take 2 runs. That was off the bat, and the keeper let that one through. It was difficult. It was a difficult catch for the keeper. The ball was wide.
It would be difficult for the keeper, any keeper.
Slight adjustment to his field. Bhaskaran to bowl again around the wicket. Full. Played out to long on. They take a single. The score moves on now to 60 for 3 in 9.2 overs. He bowls again wide outside the off stump. Slice through backward point, between backward point and short third man. The fielders give chase. They keep it down to 2. And I think the bowler has a plan to angle across the right-handed batters, have them chasing it with the reinforcement at the point region. It's just not paying off at this time. One went to the left of the short third man, then another one went to the right of him. And they got 4 runs for those 2 shots. Bhaskaran comes in again. He bowls a slower one into the pads. Christopher Balraj tucked that to a vacant short mid-wicket area. The bowler goes around and field. They take a single. And the score moves on to 63. Ooh, well bowled. That one was given a bit of air. The batter looked to play a cross-batted shot. Missed it. Taken by the keeper. And that brings an end to the 10th over. The score is 63 for 3. Correction, there is one more delivery remaining in this over. Score is 63 for 3. Final delivery of the 10th over. The bowler comes in around the wicket. Full toss, smacked down the ground by Chaudhary. The fielder from long on runs around and keeps it down to a single. And that now is the end of the 10th over. Score is 64 for 3 at the end of 10. A forward of 40 required from the last 10 overs.
I like the flight that this bowler is giving the ball. And he knows exactly what he's doing. He's coming around the wicket and drifting the ball. I don't think he's getting much spin or much turn, but he's getting drift. And that is all you're asking for at this level and in T20, just to reduce the batters or refrain the batters from scoring as fast as they should. He's an interesting bowler. I've got to see some more of him.
The standing skipper has taken the ball from the far end for this game. The standing skipper for this game has taken the ball from the far end. Bishal Karti. And Approve Chaudhary is on strike. He's 8 from 13. Balraj is 24 from 21. 4 fielders are in the circle. Short mid-wicket, extra cover, backward point and short third man. The bowler comes around the wicket, fires that one outside the off stump. Naveen misfields at extra cover. It was straight to him and he misfield. He let that ball through and they take a single. The fielder at long off went around to his left to clean that one up, kept it down to a single. So there's a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and deep cover on the boundary. Bishal comes in around the wicket with his off spin, fires that one into the pitch. gives Balraj some room outside the off stump. Balraj has a go at it, hits it to the sweeper on the cover boundary. They take a single. Score moves on now to 66 for 3 at the at 10.2 overs. Minor adjustments to the field. The backward point fielder has been moved to cover, and the deep cover fielder has been moved to deep point. Short third man comes around to backward point. Karti comes in and he bowls, and Balraj runs that one down to short third man, where the fielder was just moved from. They take a single. Correction, that was Chaudhry that run that one down to third man to take a single. Bishal comes in, fires that one into the pitch once more. Balraj just blocks it to extra cover. They take no run. Driven down to long off for a single. I see Bishal is trying to bowl too quick and into the pitch. This is a fabulous batted pitch. And that kind of bowling will not threaten any batter. They could simply play through the line. Inventive by Arproof Chaudhry. A little paddle sweep down to the long leg region. The fielder from deep square leg comes around to his right, picks it up, keeps them down to 2. And that is the end of the over. The score, 70 for 3 in 11 overs. A further 33 runs for victory for the Cayman Super Kings team.
That was an innovative shot. Paddle, sweep, lob, whatever it was. It was very effective. Down to long leg. Good shot.
An over by over chart. An over by over look at how the game has progressed so far. The only one big over the Tamilnadu team has was the 20th. And it has been consistent batting by the Super Kings team. Just a block of 3 overs, the 7, the 8, and the 9 that went for on the 10. And you can see daylight between the two worms. Super Kings are all but running away with this game now. The only thing to bring back the Tamilnadu team into this game are wickets. And wickets in heaps. The bowler comes, floats it on the leg stump. Balraj has a sweep, and he brought out the slug sweep all the way into the trees for a maximum. That's a wonderful slug sweep by Christopher Balraj. Into the wind, into whatever wind there is, all the way for 6 over the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary. Let's have a look at the replay. Good shot by Christopher Balraj. From the time it came off the bat, the bowler knew it was 6. Bowler comes again, floats another one. Full outside the off stump. Driven to extra cover. Naveen does the fielding. There's no run. Bhaskaran comes in, fires a full one. Balraj drives it down to long off. They take a single. Field by Harry on the boundary. Returns to the bowler. The score is now 77 for 3.
Balraj is making them pay.
Bhaskaran comes in, he bowls another one into the pad, flighted one. Well done by the fielder on the boundary. Oh, I think he did himself some damage there. He tried his best to pull that one back in. And I think he did himself some injury there. It's 4 runs for Arproof Chaudhry. But the fielder at the cow corner boundary did himself some damage there. Valiant effort.
He's up. He is up. This was a ball pitched from center leg. It was slog swept. And he came around. He tried to affect the save. He got it just before he got into the boundary. But he flicked it back into the boundary, and he and the ball went into the boundary. But he's signaling now that he's okay. So normal service will resume as soon as possible.
Good to see that he's okay there. That could have been so much worse. Don't ever want to see a player take a fall like that into the fence. The scorer moves on to 81 for 3. And Bashkaran changes angle. He now comes over the wicket to the right-handed Chaudhry, who pushes it to cover and gets no run. Good feeling by Karthi. The bowler took all the pace out of that one, pulled the length back just slightly, and the batter worked it to square leg for a single. That is the end of the 12th over. The score is 82 for 3. And this is a very good partnership between Balraj and Approve. Partnership is worth 32 from 32. Balraj contributing 14 off 13. And Approve has 17 off 19. It's been a steady partnership. Christopher Balraj is 33 from 27. Could he be eyeing a 50 with just 21 to get? Bishal returns with the ball from the far end. There's a short mid-wicket extra cover, and a backward point in the circle. He bowls a full toss into the pads, tucked away to wide long on for a single. Fielders on the boundary are deep square leg, deep backward square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and there is a deep point. Balraj needs 17 for a 50. 20 runs away from the target are Super Kings. Bishal comes in, fires one into the pitch. Into the pass, Balraj tucks it to short mid-wicket, and they steal a single. Needless throw by the bowler at the non-strikers, and the batter was well home. And the score moves on to 84 for 3. Well played by the batter. Found the gap between to the right of the bowler and the left of short mid-wicket, out long on for a single.
This is good batting. Milking the bowling and then occasionally getting the boundary. Sensible, intelligent batting.
Bishal comes into Balraj now. Quicker ball, short, and Balraj pulls it out to deep mid-wicket, and they take one run. That was a good throw from the fielder on the boundary. He had some ground to cover off to his left. Clean pick-up and a throw, and Balraj wanted two. His partner turned him down, and rightfully so. Bishal comes in, bowls a slower one outside the leg stump. Chaudhry premeditated a sweep shot. He missed it down the leg. It's given wide by umpire Courtney. Bishal comes in again. Bowls a quicker one. The batter blocks it back down the pitch. There is no run. That's a good sweep shot into the gap at square leg, and it's 4 runs by Approve Chaudhry. 4 runs closer to the target, now just 12 runs to get. That's the end of the over. The score moves on now to 91 for 3 at the end of 13. Just 12 required. That was a good sweep shot. Full toss, swept all along the ground out to the square leg boundary. The field at backward square leg had about 10 yards to run and couldn't get to cut that one off. The outfield here is lightning quick at Jimmy Powell. Let's take a look at the batting card. Christopher Balraj is still there with 35 from 29. Rahul Garg, 1 from 2, bowled by Manjush, beauty. Parthipan Kasimayan, 10 from 5, bowled by Manjush, another big in swinger. Viran Narayana, 15 from 19, run out by by Bhagwat Bhaskar. And Apuv Chobri, 23 from 23, still out there. With just 12 needed now. The bowling, nothing else for any bowler except Manjush. He tried 3 over, 1 maiden, 15 for 2, but he needed some support from the others. Nothing of note from the other bowlers. And Super Kings are within 2 shots of victory. A new bowler into the attack now from the from the media center end, the pavilion end. He starts with a good length into the pitch. There is no signal from the umpire. It's a dot ball. A new bowler is Jijin Sushan. Short. Balraj tries something extravagant. Bottom edge into his pad. Rolled back to the bowler, no run. The bowler comes in again, bowls. Full, and Balraj has a go at it. Out to the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary. He misfields. They settle on a 1. 4 fielders in the circle are fine leg, short third man, point, extra cover. And there are 5 fielders on the boundary, deep cover, long off, long on, cow corner, and deep square leg.
That could have been 2, but Balraj just settled for 1. It was a heave over mid wicket. Fielder ran it. Still Balraj settled for 1.
Good length, off stump, poked to extra cover by the batter. Naveen charged in, couldn't prevent a quick single. The score moves on to 93 for 3. Just 10 runs away now for victory, Cayman Super Kings. And they will still mathematically be in the hunt for the 4th playoff spot. This is their last game. They now have to await other results. Sushan comes in, bowls a hard length. Balraj tries to hit it on the up, straight to the fielder at long off. And that brings an end to Christopher Balraj charmed innings. He has had 2 opportunities. It's finally come to an end. The score 93 for 4, just 10 needed. And the wicketkeeper now, Gokul Krishnanan, goes out, strides out to the center to bring this one home.
That was a length ball. Balraj just slapped it down to long off, where it was easily taken. You could see that it would have been taken. He was very confident. The fielder was very, very confident about that. But this was a charm inning, but with some decent shots. It had in 3 sixes, I'm sure of that, and maybe 1 or 2 fours. So it was a good innings.
Harry Haran took that catch out at the long off boundary to dismiss Balraj for 36 from 33. 2 fours, 2 sixes, strike rate of just under 110. The left-handed Gokul is on strike now. 5 fielders in the circle, short mid-wicket, square leg, short third man, point, and extra cover. The bowler comes in, right hand over the wicket, he bowls. Gokul is on the back foot, open the face of the bat, 2 backward point, takes a single, easy single. Score moves on to 94. 94 for 4 at the end of the 14th over. Just 9 required now from 6 overs.
Tamilnadu has put up a fight. I'm happy to see that they put up a fight. Perhaps in their last match of the season. They're beaten but not disgraced. And they're sure they have 1 or 2 players who can bat and 1 or 2 players who can bowl. They just need to strengthen the middle order somewhat, the middle order batting. Very weak, pathetic.
The bowler from the far end, Bashkar, returns, bowls a full one to the left-handed Gokul, opens the face, steered it out to point, gets a single, 8 more for victory. The right-handed approved Chobri on strike, 24 from 24. And I think the Tamilnadu fielders have given up here, and they knew now that it's inevitable that they will end the season end this tournament, the Derek Wright T20 tournament, without a victory. First team to do that in several years. Full, bowled full into the pad, tucked along on. They scurry for 1, turn. Misfield by the fielder, allowed 2. That's good run in there. Bashkar bowled that one full on off stump. It was pushed to cover for a single. Score moves on now to 98. 1 shot away from victory.
And that one is swung over long off for 4. The score goes on to 102 for the loss of 4 wickets. Needing 1 run for victory. Needing 1 run for victory. So bowler comes in again. The umpires consulting with the score as to the score. It's confirmed that there's 1 more run to go. So here is it. He's bowled him with 1 run to go. So the cricket will be prolonged for at least another ball. So we have the keeper gone. Score remains 102 for the loss of 5 wickets. The replay shows that this was came in low, swung off the toe of the bat and onto the wicket. So he's bowled. So that's 5 wickets down. $102 for 5. 1 run to make. So Tamilnadu will figure that they ended their run with some honor. 7 defeats, 7 matches, 7 defeats. I think they didn't play in 1. So umpire Zitra is making some adjustments to the stumps. And the batter, a poor V's he'll be facing up. No doubt he wants to finish it up with this 1 ball. 1 ball to go. All the fielders are in, naturally. This one is stuck down to fine leg. And that's the end of the match. So the end of the match, Super Kings, victory by 5 wickets. Hands are being shaken. Umpires walking in to remove the bails. So, to summarize now, match summary, Tamilnadu batting first in their 20 overs. They were bowled out for 100. They made 103 for 9. Sataram made 32, Bakash made 24, Nayak 14, Gorg 3 overs, 5 for 10, Kasamavan 3 overs, 2 for 6, Kilof 1 for 11 in 2 overs. Cayman Super Kings, they're knocked off the runs. In 15.1 overs, Balaraj made 36, Chobi made 28, and Naravana made 15. Nayak 2 for 15, Sachin 1 for 3, and Bakash 1 for 14. The players are greeting each other now. The players are greeting each other now, and I think that the points the points table now as it came up, leading the top of them is Paramount 18 points from 3 matches, Chile's 15 from 6 matches. Sorry, West Bay they're on 12 from 6. Northwesters they are on 9 from 5, and Cayman Super Kings they go to 9 now from 7. So they are awaiting Northwesters, and I suppose some of them they are waiting the Northwesters matches to see how far they will go. But there's a contention between 3 teams. I see that Vic Daniram is down there awaiting the captains for the match summary. So I'll turn you over to Daniram now. He's down there. So go on to his mic. Over to you, Daniram. He's there, man. Just there. Come here, then. He's there.
You know, looking up here.
You got his mic mute?
bowl, first and foremost, that proved to be the difference today between 31 and 30. That
Good, good. Good there.
I'm here with the victorious Cayman Super Kings captain. Congratulations first and foremost, 5 for 10 in 3 overs. Were you tempted to bowl a fourth?
Uh, well, definitely yes, but it was like a very important game for us, to get that win. So at the same time, I wanted to give chance to all the bowlers who didn't get a chance throughout the tournament. So it's like I was happy with my figures after that, like 3 overs, 5 wickets. I was like, let's go ahead and give the bowling chances to everyone. So yeah, that was the plan after that, and definitely was tempted to bowl another one.
You guys needed a victory today to stay mathematically in contention for a top four finish. You guys came out and did a good job, just restricting the Tamilnadu team to 100, just over 100. At one point, they didn't look like they were going to get 50. But like you said, you gave chances to players, opportunities, and then you just backed your batting to go out there and chase that runs down.
Yeah, definitely that was the plan. We wanted to bat first, but we lost the toss, so we never mind bowling first as well. So it was a good bowling effort from all the team. Definitely the score was much better when it was like 50 runs and then almost 6-7 wickets. But then a good partnership in between. But then it was a good game all over. I'm happy with the guys how they bowled and they were working really hard. It's a nice win to have.
So there were no demons in the wicket. How would you rate the wicket?
Honestly, the wicket, like this was our 7th game. I would give a 100 on 100 on this wicket. Like the way it has played all over the tournament, like we're using the same wicket. We are playing like 3-4 matches on 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. So the way the wicket has been playing, I mean, it's brilliant effort. Kudos to the groundsmen, the way they're working on it. It's really hard work. We know, like they work really hard behind the wickets, behind the scenes. So it's really good.
It has been a marked improvement this season from your team. Last year, you didn't have a chance to make the playoff. And this year, you're still in with a shout. You started the season well. After 3 games, you were on top of the table. And then you guys hit a slump. You ran into a wall, 3 consecutive defeats, and then this victory here. For the next tournament, what do you think the Super Kings team needs to work on to get into the top 3 or the top 2?
Well, as you said, we have seen an improvement in the team. So this was, I would say, earlier was like an inexperienced team, but now the guys are more experienced, right? They have worked a lot on their fitness. So if you see the guys were working in the field 3 days, 4 days in a week, coming to the practice sessions and, working hard on themselves. And that's the result. Like we got 3 victories. We were very close to in one of the games. We are almost there to, cross that line. Coming season, of course, as a team, it's going to become even better from here because of the way they are working and they're going to keep working hard on themselves. So we're waiting for the next season, definitely.
And you are leading with both bat and ball from the front, the top scorer for your team, the number 4 run scorer for the tournament so far. You're in the top 10 for wickets now with the 5 for today. Do you credit the hard work that you've been putting in at the field every day, training, to that success?
Well, I would say just not me. As a team, I think we're working hard. And, as a captain, it's very important to lead from the front. So I just try to, show up every day and just make sure that I'm there so that the team is, just be there with me throughout. So, yeah, they have supported me well. And that's the result. I'm getting some runs. I'm getting some more wickets on the field. And that's what's happening with the team as well.
You got a very, very good one today. That ball, we looked at that like 3 times on the replay. It started like 4th stump and just nipped back. It would have gotten many, many batters out. And that was just a hard one to get today.
Yeah. No, that ball was really great. I was just targeting that off stick, today. And I think there were like 2 or 3 balls on the same stick. So it feels good, when you take that stump off. Because as a bowler, you practice that in the field a lot, right? So when it comes off, it feels good.
All right, the best wishes. Hope you qualify at 4th for the season.
Thank you so
Best
much.
wishes to the Super Kings team for the upcoming tournament. And hope to see you guys keep improving and giving the Paramount, the West Bays, the Chilis team a run for their money in the next competition.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Have a good one.
You too.
So that's it here from us at the Jimmy Powell Oval this afternoon. We thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for the match, Nor'Westers versus, I think it's Chili's tomorrow. Nor'Westers versus Greenies 2. And that match will be played at 12 p.m. midday. 12 p.m. So we hope to see you then. Take care and goodbye.